he's rechargeable. I get rechargeable ones.
Oh, okay. So let's go.
What's up? This is Max and up. Hey.
Okay.
Remix. Max and up.
That was empty.
What's up? This is Mike's Are Open, episode 123. My name is Jimani.
Andy Young.
Neville.
And Big C.
Hey. Wait, imposter. In a pasta game.
I see you hit the gym, G.
Hey, I see you slimmed it up.
Man's been
Grew some
working
hair. Man's grew some hair.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
All right. Well, we don't have to introduce ourselves again. That was a very young G Money that you saw right there. See how good I was when I was younger. Shout out to our son. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Who's got the bigger nose?
Wow. Who's got more hair?
The guy with the big nose has more hair.
No, you know, actually, when I was when you guys were doing the intro, I was trying to figure. Like I was trying to 1, 2, 1. Then I realized I wasn't wearing my glasses.
Right. So who's got the worst
Oh my god.
All right. So this is the mics are open. Wagwan.
Okay. First and foremost, if you were listening to the Monday minisode, yeah,
The not Monday minisode.
first
That went out on Tuesday.
Yes, the Tuesday episode earlier this week. Shout out to Kadzo again, making an appearance on the podcast in absentia, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has apologized. And you know what is actually crazy? It was very uncomfortable when she came in to apologize.
So backstory on the Monday minisode, Calvin said Kadzo had groped his buttocks during an event.
One chick.
One cheek, your buttock.
She grabbed it.
Yeah.
And he might
She
have
grabbed it?
enjoyed
And
it.
he might have
Did she grab it?
Squishy.
A little
Did she
bit too
grab
much.
Oh, and
Like,
she
yeah,
squeezed it?
Yeah.
By the
Then
way,
you enjoyed it.
You know when you hug,
This miss,
You know when you hug
enjoyed
someone,
it.
when you hug someone
He
and
wasn't
rub their
complaining,
back,
bro.
Yeah.
and then like
So she squeezed the left one or the right one?
the left.
it's like you're about to demonstrate. But anyway, moving swiftly on. Yeah. So she called me this morning. And she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I'm never drinking again." She was actually quite embarrassed.
Yeah, she really was. And you know what was interesting? Because I was like, "Yo, come on, Kadzo." Because she
It's a
was
joke,
going
it's a
over.
joke,
It's
yeah.
a joke, right? But she was just like, "Man, you know, if it was you, it would be sexual harassment." Like when she said that, I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
she has
yeah,
a point.
I don't think the event had a sexual harassment code. Not saying that.
You know what I mean? But when she said that,
Yeah.
it was so
It's true.
interesting. Yeah, like
Did you
if
feel?
it was
Did you
flipped?
Did you
Yeah,
feel
it's
uncomfortable?
true.
I didn't. It was just a joke.
Did you
right?
feel objectified?
No,
Did
really.
you enjoy it?
Did you
If it
feel?
was a straight
That's the one question is not answering.
That's the question we're asking in the comments. Did you enjoy it?
No, I didn't.
So did you enjoy it?
It was.
She would have
Were you
squeezed the
no,
extra.
no, that's the question.
No,
Were
I
you
didn't.
uncomfortable?
It was a new experience.
It's not
She
like
would have squeezed the right one,
This
not the
nigga
left
enjoyed
one.
it, bro.
Your left one is
He loved
So it
sensitive.
was a new experience.
His left is sensitive.
All right, let me put it a
Kadzo left
different
her
way.
imprint
Is
over there,
that
bro.
the first time
Finger.
that your butt's been grabbed?
My butt's been grabbed. You get my
Right.
butt's been grabbed by
But maybe a different context.
in a different context, right?
Yeah.
But since it's Kadzo, I was cool with it,
Yeah.
right? But when she said that and she was like, "So had it been you grabbing someone
You know what's
else?"
funny?
HR
Today-
one time.
Yeah.
Today, when I was leaving work, a presenter on one of the other stations, she said to me, "Hey, boo, how you doing?" And I was making note. I was like, "Hey, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like you're sexualizing our conversation."
HR, but when men say it, it's
I'm
a
like,
joke.
Didn't you go to the training we had the other day?
Yeah.
But it's a very valid point because I think obviously we can never condone sexual harassment, and many
course.
women go for it,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah.
But
my God.
But it also happens to men as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you move away from this conversation and subject of us grabbing, let me just Jeez, like, what is that you're about to say right now?
Grab it.
Let me just admit it, man. I don't enjoy my ass being grabbed by babes. let me just put it
So
out.
does it happen a lot?
You're just killing your game, Andy.
No, I'm just being honest.
No.
I'm just being honest,
ladies, this is
An
Andy's
honest man.
reverse psychology. So when you meet Andy in a club,
grab it.
grab his butt.
The left one or the right one,
There's
Andy?
nothing to grab
I
to
mean,
begin with.
You know, I like that reverse psychology because you guys should make sure you are on Andy's close friends on Instagram.
No, on his Snapchat.
Damn,
Wait a
wanakuwa
minute.
nika bana.
I'm not on Andy's close friends on Instagram.
You are, bro.
Yo, Andy be posting up some shit. He's like, mood. I'm like,
No, but that's on
okay.
Snapchat though. Like,
Then
he
the,
posts on
then,
Snapchat.
then the
I do
previous
post sometimes.
the post before that is like, you know that that morning thing he posts every
The
like God to
scripture.
God. Yeah,
You know
then
what?
he moves from regular to
Yeah, you know there's usually an intended person. You know when you're posting a big mood.
Oh, here you go.
There's usually, you're trying to spark up a conversation or you're trying to send a message.
on close friends.
Yes,
But you know what, that's-
'cause
Okay, I don't do
it's
that.
a way. Let me say this. It's a way in this generation right now. If I add you to my close friends,
Yeah.
it's a way of me flirting with you. If a lady adds you to her close friends, you're not like the rest. Sinyi mko tu huku kwa timeline. You understand? There's a sort of a broken down one wall come through the next wall. You understand? Because on the close friends, you know how. Freak. You know how it gets. It's PG-21, PG-18. So there's usually an intended. It's like when when G tweets out that when I get silent is when you should be worried. He knows who he's talking to.
But it's
He knows.
it's usually Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. That's right. Two of them.
I've used close friends. I think like December holiday or something. Right? We were at a place.
What were you
where
showing, guys?
It was just nice party. There might have been a bit of twerking, but after that, I was just like, oh my god! And there's only like 7 guys on it.
Let's first of all say this. You can't be posting regular stuff on your close
Yeah,
friends.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, you should be
There's no
posting all the
point.
drugs
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do. The money laundering.
No, but you know what? No, but I get it. Money laundering. You just can't wait to go there, can you? All right, never wash, never.
I was just
wash.
talking about things, but the game has been rigged. I feel as if a few weeks back when we were talking about taking a young lady out and you deciding on where to go. The game has been rigged, fam. On social media, I was out there looking at my brethrens, my brothers, my sisters making money, and I'm like, wow, they're hardworking Kenyans like me, waking up at 4. And then the tea master comes out and reveals that, maybe some of this money is being made in many ways.
But the question I would say is like, who cares?
No, we care because. Are you hearing what Neville is saying? The game has been rigged.
The game has been rigged.
Yeah,
To us, no, the
it's like
impact
as if
is-
you're
the
PSG,
impact
you're
is,
buying Neymar,
bro,
Messi.
Whatever we are trying to do to maybe, get something
ahead.
going.
Yeah.
So you be content.
There's two
What-
conflicts.
with what? There's nothing-
But my
wait,
generation,
bro.
bro, it has shown
Fam,
us.
he just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
He just hit the nail on the head. And the nail on the head is this, right? Fam, as a famous artist coming who said, what you eat doesn't make me shit. So I think there's two things at play here. Yes, if there's any illegalities taking place, and I like I said, I don't know those guys, I don't hang out with those guys.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah. You don't know
I only
anything,
want to
yeah.
know is
It was
Jalas.
allegedly.
And I can tell guys, for me,
He works, man.
that
He
nigga puts
grinds.
his work in because I see that guy come in every morning. He gets to work before I do every day, and I leave him in the building. So I can talk as my colleague.
Yeah.
I just know he puts the work in. That's
Yeah.
just me, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
But the deeper thing is, the deeper thing is, first thing, half of the people who are complaining are hypocrites.
Okay.
And they're hypocrites because if they had the opportunity to do something illegal,
Yeah.
they would do it to make some tunes. They would do it. They would do it, bro. Listen, end of the day, 90% of the people who are saying, "Oh, I can't believe when I'm working so hard," and then you would do it. And
Yeah.
where do you think our politicians come from? Do you think they just landed out of here at the age of 50 or 60?
But
They've
damn.
come up in this system.
The
There's no
BBI,
clean.
the BBI ruling, one of the judges said, you Kenyans deserve the leaders you have.
100%.
But
Let's
damn.
not try.
That's
Let's
a
not
fact.
try.
Yeah,
and-
we know
let's
that,
not
we know
try-
that,
Let's
we
not
know
try
that.
to try and act
Holy.
all of.
Yeah.
Bro, how many people were on those fucking timelines as acting like, oh, I don't know, all of a sudden, oh, this is the source of these people's money. Shut the fuck up. How many parties have you been to that these people held? How many times have you drunk bottles from their tables? Righteous as fuck, Kenyans.
Yeah,
But
but that's my issue. First of all, like I'm saying, I don't know what people do for their. Cause I don't pocket what.
Yeah.
There are
You
people
mind your
who have
business.
got more money than me. There are
And
people
there
who
will
have got
always
less money
be.
than me.
Yeah.
It's just life.
And the money I have, if some people woke up without money, they'd commit suicide because it's nothing compared to what they used to. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I'm not pocket watching nobody. And at the end of the day, the thing about it is I'm not justifying anything.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna join the bandwagon of this fake outrage. You did this, you did that, because I maintain that 90% of people in this society, if they had a chance to do something illegal to get ahead, they would do it.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. Let's
So the good ones are no longer there. Andy, you're the only the left one.
No. Something else I'm also seeing. How I'm looking at this is this also how we're going to be solving some of the biggest crimes that we have in the country, this modern day journalism? Because I can bet that most of the people who did journalism in school didn't think that one day everybody would be taking news NT from Insta stories from one guy.
Well, bro,
you get so.
I say to you, and I say, as Calvin just said, a country gets the politicians it deserves. A country gets the media it deserves. Because we allow as media, no, all right. Let's bring it down to a very basic level.
Yeah.
Why am I told at times your show needs to be more controversial? It needs to be more controversial so that guys can say, "Oh, X, Y, Z." That ain't me.
That's simple.
So
fact.
the point I'm trying that's not me.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to say, if when this thing happened at with you guys, at Homeboys, fam, I've seen the numbers. They spiked.
You should see my Instagram.
That's what people don't know now.
The numbers went shoom.
My Instagram, Twitter, the same. My numbers are crazy.
Because people want drama and love drama.
Yeah.
So you get the media that so end of the day, if you like the dramatic T-Masters way of doing things, that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think there's a space on the spectrum for all kinds of journalism. But the problem is we don't have serious investigative journalism that would uncover stuff like this. So you see, the thing about it is maybe the man them can't put this guy in their pocket.
Yeah.
But then if it was to go on another TV station, that story can disappear with some
very
envelopes.
quick,
Pow.
I mean, in the UK, the Mirror and all of those guys. You remember stories
Sun,
of Princess
yeah.
Diana and all of those. Those are. There's been that kind of 360 kind of.
But those newspapers are still sensationalist as well.
Exactly.
But that's what sells.
It sells.
Yeah.
You get. It's interesting that you mentioned controversy. We had on the show Amos and Josh, right? So these guys used to
Sing.
They used to be a
they
duo.
still sing.
Oh.
They'd broken up, but now they're back together.
Okay.
And one of the things when we were interviewing them was they said they were being told you need to be able, as a gospel artist, imagine, as a gospel artist, you need to have scandals.
And I'm telling them this.
So this is the guys who are like their managers, their producers and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, if you do this and that, it will make a bit
Talkability.
more money, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bruh, gospel as well.
Sadly, it's true.
You get
Sadly,
it?
it works.
Like, I'm just like, what the actual fuck?
With the likes of the new there used to be the old generation
Yeah.
of Rafton and all those people who we idolized and we looked up to, and then there's this new generation who have reality shows, who have girlfriends who are in the limelight. So there's all that thing. So yes, in Kenya, controversy does sell, and as Gia said,
It's just everywhere, not just in Kenya.
So therefore, if controversy is what sells, and that it is, and end of the day, for anybody who's been to shags and been to a funeral to see how guys run behind these politicians, then fam, we get what we get. You know what I'm trying to say? We get what we get. And I'm sorry, like I said, I don't know if any crime's been committed. And to be perfectly honest, I'm at a point in my life where I just don't care. But what I will say is, don't say that your hustle is not good or is negated because someone else is doing something wrong. Because crimes have always been committed. Even when you look at the Kennedys in America, those guys were some of the biggest booze runners during the Prohibition era. But behind every great fortune, there's a great crime. You look at the Queen, all of that money come from ravaging the whole world and colonization. So behind every great wealth, there's a great crime. Not saying that makes it right, but what I'm going to try and say is at the end of the day, no matter how much money these guys make illegally, and there are politicians who are making a lot more money than these guys illegally, I'm never going to stop the purity of my hustle. I'm never going to change the purity of my intent. I'm never going to change my personal mantras because that's a one-way ticket to fucking up. Because you know what? At least these guys can afford good lawyers.
Because also peace of mind is something I really love for myself. I want to sleep at night knowing that I have not stolen from anyone. I haven't, because so that I can just be easy.
You don't need to look over your shoulders.
Over your shoulder. I'm
gonna be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Calvin, don't look at me like that. But let's be honest. I'm never gonna go out there and rob someone. But
anymore.
I've been stealing their hearts, Giovanni.
But what I will say is, if there's a hustle that I might be able to make a little tunes from, and it's legit-ish, kind of legit.
Kind of legit.
It's more than 50% legit.
You're in there.
You can move with it.
Let me ask you now.
You know, every single day,
I love it.
every single day I arrive at the realization of a lot of the wealthy people here in this country. They didn't start no Facebook. And you saw, what do you call it? The app in the stock market get valued at this much. I know I work hard. You know, all of that. But I honestly know hard work will get me to a certain level. I know there's some things I will have to do to get to that next level. Facts. Like, and I'm a very ambitious person, extremely, right? But I think about it and I'll be like, cool. So if I'm trying to get a property in Muthaiga, so sit on like 3 acres, right? So the valuation of that is already like a B or something like that. What am I going to do? I think about the next 5 years. What am I trying to do? What? There will be things I have to do. Do I want to get that property? I do. A lot of people have those kind of ambitions.
I beg to differ.
But you know what? But what I want to dispel, and I was having this conversation yesterday, we've gotten to a generation where we're so fixated on the deal. We really need to stop and actually tell guys, listen, this whole mentality of a deal is what you need. Nah, bro, actually just work hard. If something is going to come to you, it will.
I think
because we've seen, just get a contender like this so that you can,
But even if you get a tender, you still have to deliver.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, even if you go for tenders and, people go for tenders and stuff, yes, the sum might be, if it's a big tender. But essentially, you should go for that tender. Knowing that you intend to deliver. No matter how, doesn't matter how you plan to, but you should plan to deliver.
Do something.
I mean, if you've gotten an LPO to deliver something, you go to the bank will be like, cool, so that's why it's called a legal purchase order, right? Because it's legal. So guys, Bana, stop thinking that it's always about CG, you have to do this, you have to do that. Yeah, but what do they say? Behind every great
man is a woman.
It's a crime.
Still, I don't agree with Calvin on. I believe that you should have enough faith in the process to believe that, you know what, I want to sit on that 5 acre, I need like a B. That's the evaluation, and you might need a big breakthrough. I believe that your work and the miracles that happen every now and then, things are gonna align for you to get. Someone might even come and just give you the property just for free, just because of some network that you made or something that you did and you didn't even think about it, but it impacted someone else to such, a level where he was like, you know what, I can afford to give this guy this property or even give him a discount on this property. I believe that the moment that you step out of your integrity to get something faster, you've already planted that seed and it's game over. Everything is gonna sprout from that.
I wouldn't say it's about getting out of my integrity. At times, you know, a lot of people pray and say the Lord has told you what, wait and see what. You know, there's a whole bunch of all of that kind of stuff. You understand? At times, you're actually put in situations where you just have to be sharper and a bit more shrewd. And if you're not, there will be someone else.
That's what they're calling it. Sharper and shrewd.
You know exactly what I'm talking
Fam,
about.
let me tell you. Let's have a conversation.
Let's
Yes.
talk. Let's
talk. Fam, have I ever done anything illegal?
Of course.
We all have. We've made an illegal
I
left
have.
turn while driving.
Have I done any beer shower that's illegal? Yes, I have.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Not in this country. But in my life coming up, I told you the story of me and my Nigerian friends.
Allegedly.
The first decent money I made was from doing some
Some
stuff with
some
Nigeria.
stuff, yeah.
But they weren't scamming like people. They were scamming like organizations, right? So the point I'm trying to make is, end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I've always been holding them down.
Yeah.
There's other stuff that I've done that's not been like legit.
Straight.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Some of it I won't even go into.
Please, G, let's
But
have
the
the
point I'm trying to
podcast.
make, the point I'm trying to make is, it's like end of the day, like we're faced with choices.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the
Yes.
day, like I can tell you, when I was in my late teens and doing stuff that was wrong, like in the UK, fam, I was doing it with a cowardly heart. Meaning I knew better. And at a point in my life, when I was early 20s, I had to make a choice. And the choice that I had to make was, do I stay, and I'm going to be honest, do I stay in Northwest London with my friends who are going in and out of prison? 100%. Some are dying, some are being shot, some are doing this, guys are dealing. Do I stay in that environment? Or do I go and start all again in South London? And I'll tell the story. There's a night I went to an event, and I've always loved music. You know, music has got some very bad characters in it as well. There's a place in Northwest London, it's called the Bridge Park Complex. They used to keep events in there, mostly Jamaican dancehall events. There's a night that I went for an event there. In a matter of fact, we had supplied the sound, because in those days I was in a sound system, and we were playing there. It was one of my first big gigs, right? It was thrown by some guys of the estate that I grew up in, yeah? And remember, I'd left these guys as a young teen. I'd gone to Jamaica, I'd finished school, I'd come back. By the time I came back, these guys were shotters. These guys were dabbling in drugs. These guys were doing all sorts of things, right? Bad man thing, yeah? And I fell back into that space. That night of the event, I remember we brought the sound system from some guys in South. They'd come, they'd strung up everything. We've played, whatever, you know. During that event, I went backstage and I saw, no lie, 4 or 5 guns. Fam, that night, I decided I am leaving Northwest London. I'm leaving this hood. And let me get, in terms of context, that's like saying I live in let's say I live in Maradima. Me have decided I'm going to live in Roysambu or Westlands. I'm just equivalent areas,
There's a
but
distance.
on the other side
On
of the
the
river.
other side. Yeah.
Completely different.
You know what I'm trying to say? And I left that environment and I went to South London and I ended up starting the Pirate Station, which is more aligned with my
Dreams and
purpose,
passion,
right?
Yeah.
The point I'm making in saying all of that is this. At some point in your life, you are going to have to make a choice. And the choice is going to be either you're going to step onto the righteous side and the do right side and the live clean side, or you're going to stay where you are. It's going to happen to all of us. But it's the choice that you make. Did I hustle? Yeah, I hustled. I still hustle, but we hustle differently now.
So you say,
Yeah.
You know what I
so
mean?
you say all of that to say this. Back to the point, G. Will you be a bit shrewd?
Before Jimani answers.
No. Yeah, because you see, at the end of the day, bro, I want to dispel that this is not the deal mentality, right? But at times you will be in places where you need to deliver on a job, but you just need to be a bit sharper and a bit more shrewd.
Do you know what? I won't even lie to you, bro. I'm very wary of deals. You know why.
Yeah.
They need to be straight.
But I'm not even talking about it. Let's not use the word deal,
Kenya
right?
deals
There's a
is-
job. You get. Say for instance, cool, there's a gig we need to do. Right? We need to supply some sound or some stuff.
Right.
And bro, we needed to pay off someone too.
Right, listen, we need to pay off someone to get the contract.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are you familiar with this?
Before Jimani answers, you don't have a choice. You need to like, you need to share,
Subscribe.
and you need to subscribe.
That's the important thing
that's
right
the
now.
most
Out here
important
trying to
thing.
save this nigga. Yes, where were we? You get.
Yeah.
So that is just how, I love that you spoke about morality and everything. But the truth of the matter
The
is,
cost of doing business.
it's a cost of doing business. You get.
Would
If
I-
you don't,
would I
someone
drop-
else will be willing. So without
question
even
is-
thinking. And that person will be in church, thank you, Lord, for business.
Even donating.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
simple.
So don't hate
So,
the
I don't want to
player.
answer that question.
I know everything is
Exactly.
alleged.
No, but personally speaking, I don't consider it to be dropping money. But what I would say is, let's say that Austin gets me a job. Yeah, because Austin knows someone who needs something.
Yeah.
And happens to da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I will appreciate Austin.
I will say thank you.
Of
I'll
course.
say thank you.
Praise
And in the
Jesus.
UK, and in the UK, you know what they say? Like Austin, we don't call it a backhander. We say, I'll give Austin a drink. Yeah. I'll buy Austin a drink. I'll buy Austin a drink if
Fam,
he
like-
gets me a
Yeah,
deal.
if it gets
Bro,
me,
like,
that's it's
On the-
happened
on the-
out here.
on the same conversation of jobs and everything, say we work in the same company and Austin has the skills to work with us, right, under our employer, but a bit pressed of funds because we understand the times we live in. But then there opens up an opportunity for Austin to join the team, but our employer gives us the only condition, like the only way Austin can join our team is if we all get a pay cut or if we all get salary cuts. Are we going to be cool enough to go like, you know what, it's okay, you can cut my money and give it to Austin to work with us?
Damn.
Are you gonna take, I was having this conversation with my guys on radio
It
today. Are you gonna
depends.
take
Okay.
a pay cut for your homie?
It depends. My homie needs to be good.
Okay. Well, let me put it this way. We all did take a pay cut for our homie. The problem is our homie has never left. COVID.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Finally joke hits me. Yeah.
Yeah, finally.
I was really trying to follow hard. I'm like, no, it's flying over me, it's flying over my head.
No. Honestly, no. Honestly,
hold the
Fly
fuck
over.
up. Word.
what? Pay cut.
Up until now.
Yeah. When you don't have a
Bro.
pay cut,
What's the matter with you, man?
Really?
Really?
Wow.
I said took. I didn't say continue.
yeah,
to pay. I said took.
it's not in still in not continuous tense.
We were referring to the
it's
past.
not continuous.
Hey, the wounds are
Oh.
open.
As
Not
we're
just
talking
the
about
mind.
as we're talking about the past, the lockdown,
Oh yeah, the lockdown.
the lockdown session.
I don't even know who's in the lockdown.
I think Grouchy told me it's the
What the
ladies
fuck
again.
with those eyes?
My eyes.
It's the ladies again on the lockdown
So
session.
it's DJ Ivy.
And DJ Redbone, we
Oh,
appreciate
wow.
you.
Nice.
Every Friday night, when you all were in Diani, I saw the numbers again. We're at an
Crazy.
all-time high. So I'm sure we'll break that ceiling again. So make sure you check out the lockdown tonight.
Tonight.
And then in the
tonight.
morning, you catch up with Grouchy.
But let's go back to Andy's conversation.
Hey, Andy.
Are you taking a? You know what? It depends on how good. Like,
Yes,
if
it
it's-
needs to be
if
good.
it's- Let's say if the three of us need to take a pay cut so that Venom can have a job or Austin can have a job.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But if it's
Yeah.
some random, like
Like Grouchy.
Any man.
We have a development.
Like
we have a
Grouchy.
development we need to.
Now, sorry, can you imagine now? Put it in the context of we're all radio presenters, and they say, "Oh, we want to bring in some
Miss-
guy
Mr.
we
X.
don't know,
someone from the internet?
somebody
Yeah,
else, internet
an
DJ.
influencer.
or whatever. We're gonna bring somebody, but you know what? This person we bring in is gonna be really good for business, but we can't actually afford them at the moment. But we wanted to like take a bit of your money to pay for them. Fuck you and fuck them.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Decline invite.
Yo, you mad?
Nah, man, nah.
If it's for a friend,
we can do
Yeah,
something.
but for like just
HR's gotta do something.
Guys,
Listen, I'm with G on this one. It's for the business. How the fuck about you take it off of your check?
HR,
Exactly.
You know what I
MD,
mean?
CEO.
Yeah. Nonsense.
You're mad.
Bro, I already have fees to pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never unasemaje.
Oh,
By
for
the way, I
real.
want to say a big shout out to Josh.
Yes.
I never mentioned, but Josh's son
Yes.
has made it to university.
To university.
The first one out of the
Congratulations,
family. And I'm collecting money from
congratulations.
the three of you guys for fees, because we need to raise money for fees. Shout out to Josh.
To Josh, but that's good. But let me ask you this. Let me just switch up the topic a bit. Calvin, when was the last time you sent flowers? Have you sent flowers to a young lady?
Or given flowers.
Yeah. Before I get to giving flowers, have you sent flowers before G? I'm coming to you.
I have a florist I've never met.
Oh, really?
But she receives money.
Oh, okay.
So when's the last time you
When's
sent
the last
flowers?
time?
This guy is
What
so
kind of-
political.
what-
Like,
But no,
he didn't
but
even
no.
answer the question. I have a florist.
Are we talking
Receives
about
money occasionally.
Sending it to a
Are
young
we talking
lady.
about exactly?
Yes.
Or are we talking about sending flowers because someone's died?
No.
You know, at my age,
No, not that morbid,
Right,
but
okay.
sending flowers to make someone feel a type of way. G?
I have sent flowers for. I ain't gonna lie, I've not sent flowers for a long time.
Andy, Mr.
Bro,
Loverman.
I don't even
Candy
remember.
Andy. The ladies
What
call
about
you
you?
Candy Andy. I've sent flowers before. This is why I brought it up.
When's the last time though?
I've not sent flowers
In May,
for a long
before
time.
just before my birthday,
Hey.
sent her,
Hey, you
had
sent
to
flowers?
shoot a 3-pointer.
from deep.
But that's besides the point. So we send flowers to the significant other or to
Yeah,
a
to
lady,
anybody, yeah.
to just make them feel good. It's a good gesture, a gesture of love and caring. But what is the equivalent of flowers to men? What can women send us, or what can women give us that gives us the same joy and satisfaction? Austin, I'm not going to say what you're doing right now, but the joy and satisfaction that ladies get from flowers.
I'm always wondering why the fucking camera is always shaking. Is it because
He's in the background doing things.
Austin gets his hand off.
Oh my God. So
handle.
No, we are not letting that slide.
we're not letting that.
What the fuck
What was
that?
that? But yes, what is the male equivalent to flowers for us gents? What can we receive or what can we get?
Because guys who are watching this live
Yeah.
are wondering what Austin did.
Austin, what did you do?
No, there's no camera that can be on him because he's the
I'm
one
not
behind
gonna
the camera.
repeat what he just did. It's nasty.
For him, the equivalent of getting flowers is getting head.
Ooh. Might be of the same opinion, but this is for you, gents. Andy, nataka nianze na wewe. What do you feel
man.
is like the equivalent of us receiving our flowers from the ladies?
Man, I'm such an easy guy to please, bro. I
Oh
won't
my
even
God.
lie.
Okay,
I won't
so
even lie.
what is it?
Anything.
Just thinking about you.
No, but I'm
She's
actually
killed
thinking
you.
about it.
Yeah, like what
we are-
makes
we are
us
used-
feel exactly the same way? Because there's an emotion it invokes.
Because, like, for example, when you're taken out,
Yes.
it evokes a nice feeling.
Exactly.
You know, and
Yes.
then today also food.
Random dates. A random
Like, no,
date.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel good when I'm taken out. Like,
Ah.
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I think that's a good thing. But like, in terms of like, remember flowers you can send remotely. You don't have to be there. What could you send to me or send to fam? M-Pesa's always.
They've already taken that one. The ladies have already taken that one.
Funny
Send
enough,
lunch.
funny
for
enough.
me, chocolates. Chocolates.
Chocolates.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for chocolates. Yeah, I love
Okay,
chocolates.
okay.
Yeah.
I have the perfect answer. It is actually self-care.
Okay.
You know, like how ladies always have their facial thingies and all of that. Bro, I don't be doing
Oh
that.
my god! I
You
forgot.
get?
Yes.
I'm
like,
so glad.
I know
Oh.
if she's actually doing it and
Yeah.
I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, how about you hook me up?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Fam.
It's so fucking
Yeah,
good.
if she gives you like a
Stop.
spa date or
I'm
something.
so I agree
Yeah,
with you.
Yeah.
It's
Bruh, the
100%.
podcast is about to be finished now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill
I have
us.
two things I need to talk about.
Finish us.
So last week on what day did I go to the barber? Sunday or Saturday? So the ladies there always saying you want a facial, right?
Yeah, massage. Yeah.
So I said to her, "Oh, you know what? I'll come tomorrow, 12 o'clock." But I didn't go. So the week after I went to get my haircut, she was there. I said, "Oh," and I had time to say, "Let's do the facial."
Yeah.
So she takes me into this room,
Yeah.
right? Which is cool because I've had facials before. You know, take me to this room. This room is like, it's very narrow, but it has like those long massage beds on it, right?
Yeah.
Then she's like, take off your shirt.
Oh.
So I didn't have a vest on. I didn't have a vest on. Like, so I took off my shirt. I'm laying there bare chested. So she comes with a towel, right? So I'm thinking she's going to put the towel up to cover my chest. Yeah. And just do
her thing.
She puts the towel like down on my stomach like that. So I'm like, okay. So she starts the facial. Fam, how?
Oops, was there an oops?
How did the facial include having my chest scrubbed like this?
Are you complaining?
Yo, like,
I'm not complaining.
It feels
but
really
it was
good.
mad weird. Because as far as I'm concerned, your face stops at your neck.
Yeah.
So even taking the shirt off was a bit weird for me.
But now,
it was a pass.
Yo, she's got like the you know, like the
ointment,
the scrub. And she's like, I'm just lying there. And I'm like. Because
Wow, I love it.
I don't know about anybody else, but like you know, as
some
conscious
sensations,
some more manipulations, you know, my body.
some sensitive areas.
Right, it was weird to me.
But eventually it was cool.
No.
How did it end?
Eventually, how did it end?
Not happy. No happy endings.
Bro, I'm just saying. I don't know if is that it was. I've had facials all my life, bro.
Yeah.
That's never happened.
I went
Kenyan facial.
I went to the barber shop last week, Friday, and I was just like, yo, quick beard trim. That's all I ever really do. And the lady, I'm like, yo, just wipe me down from over here, right? And she's like, Calvin, I've noticed you don't want to take massages. I'm like, when did this get possible? Like, she was actually pissed. She's like, yo, next week you need to, because it comes on the house and everything. But back to that whole story, fam, that for me, because head, standard.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
What? Bro, like,
all of us
like,
What are we talking about?
No.
Back to the
the
male
equivalent
equivalent
of
of flowers,
flowers,
right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, head,
Head, pay for haircut,
you know, those kind of things.
just making sure, like.
But you know, for me, like that whole bro, I had my nails cut the other day, and I was just like, man. I mean, I could do it.
Okay.
But yeah, my tailons were looking. Yeah, you know, like don't be those motherfuckers on the comment being at you. Oh, what? I can do it myself, but it was offered, so I said yes. Okay,
But there's nothing wrong. Don't be toxic.
Yeah. We'll be demonetized.
You ain't never seen those
Don't
bastards.
curse on
You never
YouTube.
seen
We'll
those
be
people who go like,
demonetized.
oh, how can you even put her through this and she's not your wife? Bro, even when I'm married, if I ever do,
You'll be.
yeah. I can
No.
But there's usually that energy, right? Don't be doing wife shit when you're a girlfriend.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is,
He can't
end
be-
of the day,
but
guys,
it's okay.
guys who are watching this, there's nothing wrong with self-care, bruv. There's nothing wrong with you going to a spa and getting a pedicure, a manicure. There's nothing wrong with it, bro.
Nothing.
Love
wrong.
it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I don't understand why. I remember. Oh, you remember when we just started doing radio?
Yeah,
I remember
it was the whole thing.
I remember when I first came and I said, "Yo, so where do people go to get a man?" This is 2007. Where do people go to get a manicure and a pedicure? The comments, my friends, they weren't nice. Where are you from?
with you?
But
It wasn't a common thing then.
I love it.
I've still never gotten a pedicure, actually.
Never.
Pedicures are dope, man.
Pedicure,
The
yeah.
fire.
Pedicures are
I
dope.
can never get a massage though.
I cut my nails and everything.
I can never get a massage.
Oh,
What do you mean?
bro?
My body is too sensitive to touch for
Oh
me to
my God.
enjoy an actual massage, bro. Sadly.
Massages.
Like, okay, I'm ticklish.
Oh, okay. But massage is not.
There was a man here where was saying
Did you guys-
yo,
did you guys see
did get
the-
the memo.
Did you guys see the sport in Kilimani that's offering? Was it 2 happy endings? A massage, 2 hours.
I knew it would
They even, yo. And they even had like 2 doubles of whiskey.
What?
And he
Yeah, I
said
saw
2
that.
hours.
I saw that.
That shit was
But end of
funny
the day,
as
like
fuck.
end of the day, like honestly,
Would you?
No.
And no, you see, like, but those people have kind of made the whole monsieur industry look kind of seedy, you know?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I know for a fact that, like, when I used to take weekend breaks to different parts of Africa, like if I'd go to Rwanda or Uganda, and I'm staying at Serena or somewhere in one of these places, fam, I'm going to the spa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Masseuse
I'm
life.
going to the spa, and I don't feel nothing
Baby
about
boy
that.
life.
Fam, that was story number 1. Story number 2, fam. It's been an interesting week, bro.
Tell us.
Are you allowed to talk to another man at the urinal in the club?
Disgusting. No.
Depends.
It's private.
Fam,
What are we talking about?
He's
So,
on
I was-
Zako Joe.
bro? So last
Let me
week,
subscribe good company, yo. Yeah, man.
I love no. Nigga probably holding it with one, not two. I love how he does this. He does this. No. He does G. And he's holding it.
So last week, last week I'm DJing, right? And honestly, I don't usually.
bro, you're a clown.
I always make sure that before I leave my house, I piss before I leave my house.
That was about to be funny. I don't usually use the washrooms
In clubs.
in
I don't.
Word.
I don't.
At all.
I do not. Fam, I can't.
Why?
I can't tell you.
Brother,
What,
you okay?
I can't tell you what the inside of Mercury, Milan, these places.
No fucking way. You never
For
took
real?
off.
No.
What were you?
Why?
Yo, what kind of diapers are you on?
Adult diapers. Advertise here. we have your people here. Adult diapers. Why do you change
Wait.
them?
I did not see that.
Wait.
market
That's why
salary.
G leaves the club.
Wait. Yeah.
Straight to his car.
But wait. Hold on.
Need to get to the washroom.
Hold on.
Need to change this diaper.
It's a big
Hold
one.
on. Remember, at no point have I been the guy who's been in the club drinking 5 beers.
Still.
But
Okay.
I'm just trying to say to you, like, end of the day, like,
Damn.
it's just me. But anyway, last week I had a gig,
Bro,
right?
deep, bro. I'm a club.
Legend.
How many years now?
Mercury, all of those fucking
Hey,
It's just
Damn.
me,
all
bro.
those clubs from.
Fam, even at
Wow.
work. Not at Galana when we were there. Even at Radio Africa, I've probably been in those washrooms 4 times in the last year we've been there.
Damn.
Damn.
I just have something about
Man, a long
this.
distance
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Man, a long distance.
And how many coffees do you have?
2 in the morning.
Damn.
Oh,
Good.
That's what,
Okay.
like a liter
Yeah.
in
Okay,
So what
can you
happened?
So anyway, last week we had a gig, myself and Grouchy, and while Grouchy was DJing, because I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm drinking water, I'm drinking Red Bull, I'm drinking water. So I'm like, fuck, I need to piss. So I go into the washrooms, and I'm saying the club had some really nice washrooms. Had like 2 urinals there, 2 urinals here, and the toilets, and they had a bar. First of all, they had a toilet attendant.
Okay.
Now they used to have those ones in clubs back in the day. The ones that they like they
Spray you.
yeah, all that
Yeah,
ones. They
give
have
you
one.
tissue.
So first of all, now I've gone to piss. Man, like Niaje Buddha.
strong.
I'm like, yeah, cool, yeah. No, like I don't know how to do small
Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
while I'm
yeah.
here.
The
Because it's
toilet.
like, fam, the urinal's here. And he's just standing here at the side having a conversation with me, like in deep swaths. I'm
weird.
like, boom, boom. Anyway, it's weird already. Now I've drank in so many liters of water. This piss is a long piss. Fam, 2 guys come in.
I thought the guy was going to ask you, Leonate has prediction ya Arsenal.
Watch and hi, Arsenal fans. Check it. Take this time to just like,
Sorry.
share, and subscribe. Arsenal fans, you can win. You can
Football
win
is
with
a
us.
scam.
Yeah,
Was it
you
Friday
can
or
win
Saturday?
with us.
Football is a scam.
Gee, was it Friday or Saturday?
I don't want to say what day it is because I don't want to reveal the venue.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say what day it is,
Live
right?
on a Man U,
This
Man
one,
City.
hey.
So, fam, 2 guys come in. They're like, hey, G-Money, we're waiting for your set, banner. What time are you?
Man, just
What
want to
time
take
are
a
you gonna
piss.
play?
Yo, they came into the washroom and
Wow, that's harassment.
So this time, like, I'm trying to shake nicely.
Shake after using.
Buddha stingike.
Nategeka sana Buddha.
I was like, mother, like, I'm like, damn. Like, in my mind, I'm saying, niggas, I'm just trying to take a piss.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, bro. Like, I thought that there are some rules
Yeah.
in the urinal.
Yes,
If
I
there's,
agree.
If there's, let's say there's 5 in a row, yeah? there's 5 in a row and 4 are empty, and maybe you're using this one. You cannot come and stand next to me.
True
Use
that.
one up here.
True.
But this nigga, I don't know if he wanted me to like just take my hands up and give him daps.
Did he ask for a selfie?
So G, you're saying that having these small conversations in the washroom is more cringe and uncomfortable than just niggas pissing in silence.
Yeah, just
Piss
do your
in
business.
silence.
Yeah, and move.
Piss. Irregardless.
I mean, I understand where those niggas
This is
are coming
not
from.
the girls'
What are we gonna talk about?
This is against DJ
CMB?
Jimani. Heavy. No, we've talked about this before. Do you see us? The way we see Jimani is not the way people out there see Jimani.
Yeah, but
There's a difference.
But please, when you see Jimani in the toilet, carry
No,
it out.
understand. When you walk into the washroom and you see someone that you know you're very fond of, someone you like, you know, you subscribe to what they put out there, and you wanna say something.
Did you guys ever watch that video?
No, come on,
Hold on.
Calvin, even before we digress, bro, let me ask you guys something. You wanna tell me you're going to the washroom? I know it's kind of far-fetched, and allow me to use this example. Drake is there taking a piss. You wanna tell me you're just
I'm not talking to you.
you're gonna walk in there, take a
Drake,
piss and
I'm
go.
talking to you.
Exactly.
Drake, I'm talking to you. You're taking a selfie.
I don't rap, but that day,
I'm sorry. Yo, there's
Fam,
some
did you
instances.
I'm gonna get signed by Ovio, bro.
If you catch him at the wash bowl washing his hands, sour. But Mike, you can't be hand on dick pissing and niggas want to be having a conversation.
What are you gonna say,
Like,
bro? Are you not gonna
CMB
say nothing?
sounding
Are you
great,
gonna
Drake?
wait for Drake to get from the urinal to the sink so that you can say hi?
Certified urinal boy. Certified urinal.
Bro, like, let me tell you, not even Drake. If I bumped into if I bumped into Jesus
CUB.
of Galilee. Was he from Galilee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus of
like
Nazareth.
at the washroom at the temple. I ain't saying shit.
I ain't saying
You mean
shit.
Jesus.
Yo,
Maintain,
JC,
shut up.
like I know I've sinned a lot and I'd want a quick miracle. but I ain't doing shit.
Now I know you
meet
lot are
Jesus
capping.
at the
Jesus
washroom.
at the
You lot are
Now we are
capping.
talking.
Okay, Jay-Z.
Who that? Jay-Z. Jay-Z, come on.
Bro, think, just put this in your mind. You walk into the washroom.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Vibes
visualizing it.
Cartel is taking a piss.
Ooh, Adi Daddy.
Vibes Cartel is taking a piss. And you're like, yo, Cartel is
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
The point I'm trying to make, no!
But you know,
it depends on who is there.
No!
but you know,
It's
yo,
something you have to accept,
there's some tabias we just need to leave for the girls' washroom because they be chatting up.
Why? No, why does this have to be a girls and
No,
man's
because
thing?
girls
No.
in the washroom they go in, bro. Urinal is everyone can see.
Plus, girls going to the bathroom is
Exactly.
also a joint.
Yeah,
project.
it's a
Did-
joint.
okay.
Yo,
Yeah,
let's
it's
go
a joint
powder
project.
ourselves.
Wait, did they start a whole conversation about football and
Oh
about
my
this and
God,
about that?
girls,
No, Calvin. I'm asking you about the situation at the
all right,
washroom.
No, Andy. All right. So you're pro. Have a conversation in the washroom, yeah?
No, I'm
So,
not
wait.
saying have a conversation in the
Wait.
washroom. I'm saying
Wait.
there's some small talk that's understandable in the
Wait,
washroom.
do you
I'm
know-
not saying have small talk
please,
in the
do
washroom.
you have a gig on Saturday?
Yes, I do.
Where's the gig?
Ambo Gardens.
That's tomorrow, yeah?
Yes.
So,
yes.
right. Before you play your set at Ambo Gardens or after you play your set, I'm gonna come through.
Okay.
And then you see when we're sitting at the table, all of us, you can be there as well.
Yeah.
You come to maybe,
Of course.
maybe come to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to you, Andy, let's go to the washroom.
No.
See,
That's gonna sound
you've made
hella
a whole other
suspect.
situation out of something that was even.
If I'm encouraging my fellow man to go to the
Because if you're
washroom, that
telling
is
me-
wrong.
If you're telling me,
If G tells me
it's a
that,
conversation thing.
Nah.
If you're telling me it's a conversation,
Nah.
if you tell
let's
me
go
that,
to
I
the
think we're
washroom.
going to-
Let's go to the washroom.
If you tell me that, I think we're going to do drugs in the washroom. That's what I think.
It's not communal.
Allegedly.
But you know what's hella uncomfortable?
I think can we go to the washroom?
well, there's been a lot of allegedly on this podcast.
All I'm saying is there's some small talk that's understandable in the washroom.
Nah,
Don't
fuck
go
no.
don't go start a whole conversation over there. No.
It's not
if you've bumped
communal.
into Jimani, say hi, say bye.
Fam.
It's a simple. Not when he's shaking.
Like
when
if
he's done.
I walked into a washroom and you were there,
baby, don't break it.
you know what I really hate is when you go to like one of these hotels and they have What are they called? The guys from the thingy. The guy who's supposed to hand you the tissue and all of that.
Attendant.
The attendant. Bro, I hate that shit, man.
Why
Yo.
Calvin always complaining about everything, bro? That's
First and
someone's
foremost,
job.
I don't complain about everything. I just hate that particular thing, right?
Wagwan.
Fam, at times, you probably had a really bad stomach, man. And this man's out there and you just want to release.
Or you wanna?
Oh, wait a minute. You're doing number 2s in public.
Yeah. No,
There's nothing
come
wrong.
on.
There's nothing wrong with
Fam,
doing a
I'm
number
sorry,
2 in
bro.
No,
public.
at times, yo.
There's nothing
Nah.
wrong with
Nature
taking a number 2.
motherfucking calls, you can't tell that homie break.
Nah.
Bro,
Sometimes
so
things
what you
are
want to
bad.
shit in your car?
Nah, fam.
Just hold it till home.
You've never,
Just
you've never
hold
taken a
on,
number
we're
2 in a
going
public
home.
hospital or in a club, public or washroom rather, or in a restaurant or a club.
I genuinely cannot remember.
Oh.
You've never had like an urgency, like it's now
He
or
wants,
never.
he wants ended the show quick so that he could go home and take a shit.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Will you
Bro,
go all the way
sweating and
home?
shit.
I'm like,
I
yo, I
don't
need to
know.
go home
like,
and shit.
I can't,
Home is where
listen,
the toilet feels comfortable.
if anyone's doing a thing in biology, like an undergrad, I think you should have him as a term paper. Your retention is a bit severe, but how are you holding onto these things like this? You're like a reservoir.
I'm just saying, fam. I don't know about anybody else, but I have a routine, and every single morning when I get up, I have a
What the
routine.
fuck are you talking about? G, you've never been somewhere and you need
Rest.
to take a shit now.
And is it away from home? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
like half an hour away from home.
Yes.
You're
like a
speeding.
drive.
No, please. No.
have a car.
As in,
But you don't
it's-
have half an
listen,
hour.
But this is what I'm saying
It's
to you.
knocking on the
I
door.
don't have
And the door slightly open.
Fam,
You.
fam,
You know what I'm-
listen to
I
what
have
I'm
to
saying
paint
you.
it.
I must honestly say though, and I'll be honest to say, like, I find that I've never really had. I don't really. If I have a running stomach, yeah, that means I'm sick. I never like once in 10 years, right? But ordinarily, my routine in the morning is I wake up, I sit right here.
Yeah.
I open the laptop. I begin to prep for the show. I have my coffee. You see, by the time I finish that coffee, I'm on the toilet.
Okay.
It's rude. It's like clockwork. Me, there's no morning that I've gone to work where I haven't taken a shit. This is disgusting. You know about this, like, no.
But yeah.
But you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know,
You have a
That's how
routine.
my body is set up.
So your show's shitless.
No, I'm not full of shit.
I think
It was right there.
some people should not be given the license to make jokes.
Walai, Calvin, your jokes are over.
This has been anything else we talk?
Oh
Man,
yeah, there's
it's been
plenty we can
shitful.
talk about, bro.
How many
There's
minutes
plenty
we
we
It's
can
been a
talk about,
shitload.
Like
man.
what?
Huh? 1 hour.
It's been a
it's been
shitload.
an hour.
It's not really an hour because we had 10 minutes. Checking
Yeah,
the
we
mics.
had.
So we
had
can throw in something else
Yeah.
in there.
Let's go.
Which one? Okay, sir. There's this time I went to an event last month. I found one of my colleagues over there. I wasn't expecting to find them there. So we're just chatting it up. And you know how man them usually talk like, hey, that shorty over there looks good. So I told him that. Now, what he does is he's like, yo, which shorty? He needs to make sure.
No.
He sees the shorty and he's like, oh, that one. So, and then he dashes. I don't even have the time to, process what's going on. By the time it hits me that he's going to call the babe, it's too late.
Okay.
Now, he's going to talk to the babe, tell the babe that my homie over there thinks you look good. Why don't you come in and say hi? And he comes with a shorty. And now me, I'm there like, wow.
Are you on the decks at this time? Or
No. I'm not. I just went to attend
Okay, so
the
cool.
event. Yeah, I wasn't performing or anything like
Okay.
that. In fact, I just wanted to be incognito.
Right.
But then you spotted a babe who looks good and you tell your homie, thinking it's just
So
banter.
she comes over.
He brings her over, and now he puts both of you in an awkward situation where you have to have that conversation of hi, I just thought you looked good. I didn't mean for this to happen. Because personally, I hate it. I don't want to be the guy.
But then I think that, go on, finish.
Yeah,
So-
I don't want to be the guy who's being introduced by a homie because I look like I didn't have the guts to walk up to you and say hi to you and tell you that you look good.
Right.
It already looks bad for me, and that's not the situation.
Right.
That's not the case. I mean, if I wanted to walk up to you and say hi, I would, and I was intending to. Maybe I was bargaining, debating, maybe not. But then that's my decision to make, bro.
Right.
Don't make that. Maybe I didn't want to talk to her.
right? I'm putting myself in that position.
I don't know if you guys.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I would say that in that position, you have to. I would just deal with it in the way in which it's being presented.
Okay.
So I wouldn't deal with it in the sense of like, nah, I didn't tell him to come, because then that's too much conversation. And I would spin it around and said, yeah. So I sent my errand boy over there because I was kind of
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
You're dismissed.
come on, you look good anyway, and now you move. But you do look good, and you know that you didn't
Yeah.
leave your house
3-pointer.
not to look good.
How's the family?
Come on, shut up. No, but you spin it. I would just spin it. I'd be like, yeah, I had to send my slave
this
to come over
man's and then
this
Damn.
him.
Where is your whip?
Yeah.
You'd say
That's
that.
my yes.
As a
That's-
member, think you're arrogant. And
No.
be like,
Oh, then
No.
she's like, oh,
In fact, that's a flirty
no.
way.
Yeah.
Now you've synced a
then
3-pointer
you're
from
like,
the logo,
do you
Steph
want to
Curry.
be my sex slave?
I would make
Calvin, you
personally.
always rude.
Personally, I would make a joke out of it. I'd say,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I gotta apologize for him. You know, he's in my payroll. And he's like, I would
Make a joke out of it.
I would make a
Somebody
joke out of it.
but yeah.
And then to get over the uncomfortableness of the thing about looking good, I said, well, you know, you look good though, innit? Like, it's no.
Damn.
No, okay.
That has made me
Yeah.
think of something. Did anybody teach you all how to talk to ladies, or you just thought about it in your head?
Fam, I won't even lie to you. I had an uncle. Jesus Christ.
Same, I had a cousin who taught me.
I wasn't taught per se, but observing my uncle, I can't even lie to you. My uncle.
Donovan. Slick.
Donovan had.
He knew
Bruh,
everything.
That one. But he. And
So
it
by
was-
observing your uncle,
observing him, but for me,
Hey, Conrad. That's the one.
yeah, that one, yeah. But observing, like growing up with him, because he's like 4 years older than me, so
okay.
he's like my hero. But for me, I always had just one set of lines. Just like I didn't overcome.
Give us the exclusive.
I never overcomplicated.
what did you say?
And my lines were always like, you know what? I ain't got no lines, you know. I was always
That
line.
works, though.
I'm like, you know
Handle
what?
Bring down the
expectations.
I'm just like,
expectations.
yo, listen, I'm not that guy who's gonna come over
gonna,
here
yeah.
and give you sweet nuts. Me, I'm saying this is what it is. This is it. Wagwan, break the ice.
My cousin taught me how to hug women.
Hug.
Yeah. Like, he was like, you know, you have to fill them in like this. So we were actually
It's an
practicing.
art. Hugging women
Yeah.
is an art.
Yeah.
I was a terrible hugger.
And what
yeah.
about chat?
Chat, no, really.
Did you observe someone, or did
You just
What-
grab him and hug
how
him.
did you?
Vibes and inshallah.
But yeah,
But it was weird, but you know, you tried this, that.
I think-
it's mistakes,
I
what,
think-
and you just keep
You know
going.
what? That's a good point. I know that growing up, like in the Caribbean, and I know it's the same in Nigeria as well. I don't know about Ghana, I don't know about Kenya, but it's like you're expected to be a lyricist.
Yes.
You're expected to like
Shakespeare.
You're supposed to be Shakespeare
wordsmith.
with the pen. You're with
Yeah.
the wordsmith. But I always found that. Well, I must have. I'm going to be honest, because I was from the UK.
yeah.
I had an advantage in when I
The
was growing up.
accent.
Yeah.
I had the accent, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, I was exotic.
Yeah.
So I had
Foreign.
Man.
I won't lie.
She was foreign.
I won't lie, but I use it to my advantage. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, at the end of the day, like I think the approach has, and even when I went back to the UK where I wasn't special, the approach
Yeah.
was always the same. Like I don't have. And I think it's a life thing. I don't have the
Big
capacity, big man.
Did you write? Did you write?
The facilities.
Did you
for
write
that.
on the accent wave and the foreigner wave
That already
when I was
is,
in Jamaica.
yeah.
and here?
Here, not here. No,
You didn't
no.
abuse it.
in Jamaica.
No. But I came here grown. I think you guys
Still,
you
bro.
guys don't understand. I came here
Yeah,
grown.
grown.
Still, like this was the first time you're coming to Kenya and
I
Africa,
didn't.
right?
Nah, but bro,
Maybe not Africa, but Kenya.
fam, I came here in my 30s, bro.
And Calvin is in his 30s.
Yeah, but it's a different level of.
Andy, and you stop avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding it. We all
Who taught you how to chat up the ladies, like the way you kill them? You're Candy Andy, come on.
Yeah, because we know that that's
yeah,
skincare
we
routine.
know. Yeah.
Man. Yo, you know what? I used to consider myself as boring.
Okay.
Back in the day, because I was the good kid, do everything by the
Understand
books,
it, baby.
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, I used to be that guy that babes don't see like that, but they talk to. you know,
Okay.
enjoy the company and all that, until I started looking at, you know, when the females around you or when the chicks around you
Yeah.
start hitting on your male friends, it's like a crossover, like, hey, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? You know, it's like they keep passing you over. So I started asking myself, what's the difference between me and them?
Okay.
And I realized that, yeah, there could be a bad boy edge to them, but when it came to talking to babes, you don't necessarily tell them things that they want to hear. You tell them things that they do not even expect to hear from you, things that you wouldn't even just say like that. So
Yeah.
if you're the person who's saying them and they don't expect it, they're not used to that. You know, like, if just, that's why I lean in more towards jokes and humor, you know, sarcasm, and a lot of phrasing. I do a lot
Because
of
women
phrasing.
also like a man that can make them laugh.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
I lean in more towards that, and me loving comedy, I watch a lot of comedy shows, series, and all that. So combining those few
Elements.
things, yeah, I started realizing that.
And we taking the Dave Chappelle approach, and that's why I kicked her in the pussy.
Start with the punchline.
Then go back to the story. Yeah.
I observed.
Yeah, I'll never forget. For me, my cousin is the one who actually told me. I remember we were going to a party and he was like, "At this party, you're gonna see girls," and I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna see girls there?" And it's like, "You're gonna have to talk to these girls." I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna have to talk to them." He was like, "This is what you should like." Pick out, like, if they're dressed well, tell them this, or if they're dancing well, or if they're doing ABCD. So he tried to break it down to me on what things to observe and to talk about. So I feel for me it has to be
Well, I'll be
give my
honest
credit
though,
to my cousin.
Like, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, there are some men who are snipers, man. Like,
Yep.
Some men, like, even you as a man, you're like, fuck.
You're like,
hell,
damn.
Like, I grew up with friends where they would literally take bets amongst themselves and say, "You see that girl over there? What, one in the black? Watch. I'm gonna chat to her. I'm gonna dance with her. And I'm gonna get a number." Nah,
Bad man.
And that's exactly what he does.
And you know, like, one of the guys, he's like, oh my god.
You
his line
remember
was-
the line?
So let's say you have like like a dance floor or something, and it's like it's not full yet. My man would walk straight across the dance floor, and they'll say, "You know what? I told my boys that I'm coming over here to dance with you. Are you gonna embarrass me?"
Nice. Check. Dance in progress.
I mean, okay, let me say this. Not everyone can pull that off. It also
Confidence.
depends heavily with how you look, because now she's judging you off of how you look.
Yeah.
You know. So if you, I mean, if you look
but
approachable and
these
everything.
guys, their success rate was higher than
Something else or somewhere else I learnt my game from, that we're calling it game now, is babes.
Yes.
Talking to them.
I have so many female friends, and being in that space, they get to tell you things like,
Yeah.
I didn't,
That's a
what they're
hack.
really saying is true. Like, when I was in school, I used to ask some of my female friends, like, how many compliments did you receive from the moment you walked into that school gate, by the time you got to class? How many compliments did you get? And they tell me, like, many. Like, I got 5, 7, 10 compliments, and then I asked them, like, how many did you remember? And they tell me the problem with men is they generalize things. Oh, you look good. Oh, you look good. Oh, you
Rather
look
than
good.
saying, I love the way your dress fits.
Exactly.
Do me a
Exactly.
favor, pass me that hat over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just small things like that. So when we take it for granted that babes usually like the small things that we think don't matter, but
right.
when you actually start paying attention to them, like, notice her nails, notice
Yeah.
her hair.
Yeah.
Even the babes who are dating, their boyfriends are missing so many things.
Yeah.
And you'll find yourself in a tricky situation if you're the friend paying those compliments
Yeah.
that
Right.
she's not getting on the other side. So women also taught me a lot of game.
All right, so before we go,
Here
no,
we go.
there's two things I'm doing right here. Before we go, if you're watching this, you should have subscribed by now. But if you're not watching this, I've just changed my hat on set. Now, I want to break down this hat conversation, and that's something else I want to do as well. Before we go. So people keep on asking me, what is that thing on your head? I don't know what it's called, but I'm showing it to the camera right now. It's a hat. It's like a beanie hat, but it's not a beanie hat. What would you call this, Nev? Because you're the drippy
I
one.
don't know. For real, I don't know what it's called.
It's a hat without a brim. I see, he has
A brimless cap.
It's
Yeah.
not like
Brimless
this
cap,
one.
right?
You see, this one has this.
So, right now.
You're so African.
Right. So many people have been asking
Yeah,
about
in the
this hat.
comment section, he went crazy.
I want to give the props to the place that I got it from.
Okay.
And apparently Nick Matuma has bought all of them already. But
So you're gonna be.
I'm just plugging guys.
Gonna do mans like that.
Calvin, leave his
Shout out to
Claddy,
Nene.
no, I think because I think he actually got them before I did. It's Claddy_KE. Claddy CLADI_KE. That's the first plug I want to do, right? The second plug I want to do, because I read all of the comments on the YouTube. I don't know how many times we have to tell you guys. As a matter of fact, Grouchy's t-shirts.
Yeah.
He gets them from Venant. Venant, please come and sit here. Please. Because I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Too many questions.
Right. Just pass in front there. Sit here as we wrap up the podcast. There you go. We're promoting our own shit today.
Yes, sir.
Right, Venant, please tell them where they can get the t-shirts you get with Grouchy.
You can check them out on Instagram, Facebook, Venant's Gear, VENANTSGEAR.
Right.
Yeah.
Please stop bothering us now. This is the guy who gets Grouchy all of his t-shirts. We're gonna put his handle there so you can hit him up, harass him. He has all of them. Like every single week he comes with a bag of t-shirts for Grouchy. Some of them are funny, most of them are funny. This is your guy. Do not ask again. This has been the mics are open. My name's G Money.
And the young.
Neville.
And
Venant.
Venant.
Peace.
Man.